What's going on, guys? Got a video today for you. So, have you ever had this happen to you? Go to play your favorite game and you stick it on in there and then press power and all you get is a bunch of nothing. And good old classic Nintendo blue screen. Well, you can try anything you want. You can press it up and down a million times, turn it off and on. It's nothing. You even try blowing in it, but that's horrible for my games, so I didn't even want to tape myself doing that. So here's the fix. Gonna need to get some stuff together. You're gonna need some Q-tips, standard things to clean your ears with. You're also gonna need some extra paper towels. Do some wiping. You're gonna need a special screwdriver to open Nintendo cartridges. This also opens the Super Nintendo cartridges. You can get them on eBay for about $4, but you get what you pay for. As you can tell, my handle's broken, but it still works fine. And then you're going to need some rubbing alcohol. Just typical stuff that you pick up at your local drugstore, Walmart, whatever. And the last thing is Brasso. This is the magic ingredient right here. This stuff will clean your contacts so that your game will play almost every time. Alright, so first thing, these are the pins we're going to be cleaning. It's going to be hard to get to them with the case closed like this. So, if we flip it over, I'm going to grab our case opening tool. And we're going to unscrew the 3 screws on this case. There are 5 on some cases from Japan, or not Japan, I'm sorry. 5 on older game cases, your black box games and stuff like that. So let's hurry this process along a little. Alright, then you're going to open it up, and you're going to see your ROM chip. And right away you can see that these contacts have this white stuff all over them. That's some oxidation from people blowing in and out of the cartridge so often, getting scratched up against the 72-pin connector in the Nintendo itself, and it just lifts right out. So get the case out of the way, get the chip, and get a little closer, see if we can see what the problem is. All these are the brass contacts need to be clean in order for your game to start up every time. As you can see, as I get closer on this right side, they're dark. Here's just a little what the chip looks like. This is the ROM for Dr. Mario. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your Brasso and you're going to put some on the Q-tip. You might want to shake the bottle. It's a little runny for me here. And then you're going to start rubbing it into the pins. The thing about the Brasso is it's like compound. If you ever used that on a car before, it's got some grain into it, so it's used for polishing, just like any kind of polishing compound. So what's happening right now is it's cleaning the contacts, but it's also kind of sanding them down a little bit with a fine grit compound. And so you want to get a nice paste, not like that liquid stuff I had before. I shook the bottle here in the video and got some good stuff on there. So you're going to rub that into the contacts, and you want to work in circular motion and up and down, left and right. Just give it a good motion. But you want to make sure to focus on getting each pin in an up and down fashion a couple of times, like I'm doing here. And get it all in there. You can see the compound's getting all nasty. I switched to a cleaner Q-tip just so I can wipe it around. And then once you've rubbed it all into all the pins, you're going to want to get your paper towel. You're going to want to put some rubbing alcohol on the paper towel so you can just clean off the contacts. And then by the time you're even done, the rubbing alcohol will have evaporated off the pins. So wipe down those pins. Try to get all that Brasso you can off of there. It shouldn't hurt anything if you don't get it, but get them nice and clean. And here I'm going to do a close-up shot, of the pins. If you can see the difference, there's definitely a difference. The camera may not pick it up so well, but once we zoom in here in a second, you'll be able to really tell. They got a much nicer, gold look to them than the other ones. There's less of that black stuff and white stuff on there. Um, yeah, here's a close up of the right hand, of the left hand side that I haven't done, and these are the ones that have been done. They're a little bit scratched now, which is okay. It's fine. Better contact, and they're nice and clean. I could have done a little bit better of a job, but uh, for filming purposes. So now we gotta get the rest of these pins done. After this. I'm just gonna put the case back together real quick right here. Goes in the same way. That's it. Let's try it out. I'm not gonna cut the camera here. I'm gonna walk it right out to the TV, and you guys can get a little tour of my messy apartment, my messy house. That's what happens when you got two kids, a couple of dogs. And we're gonna pop it right on in there and see what happens. And you're gonna see it didn't go as planned. I got some stripes going down the screen, but I found out that that had nothing to do with the game. Actually, is there's sort of a little dust in my actual Nintendo, and so after a little wiggling, and I got it to go perfectly fine. And here I'm resetting and testing it over and over again. This is a good method, guys. You should give it a try. The brass hose you can get right at Walmart, and the rest of the stuff you can get anywhere. But yeah, that's it.